Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. Joseph James, SchoolTrade.com. Today was July 23rd, 2010. Finally Friday here, a summertime Friday. But guys, another great day in the room. Here's your live trading recap. Before we talk about the trades we took today, everybody, I want to remind you guys, if you're watching this video right now on the blog has lots of great free stuff for you guys. Now, we post new articles, new videos. We even put live trade calls on the blog. So far this week, we are 10 for 10 on the live trade calls on the blog, guys. So make sure you're following this blog. Now, there's a couple important things here. Up top in the upper right-hand corner, use that search box. The search box will help you guys find specific information about specific topics. Right below the search box is our live support button. Guys, there's somebody standing by 24/7 to help you guys, whether it be with questions about our trading, about lifetime membership, or about maybe our 3-week trial. Right below that, you'll see our YouTube page, our Facebook page, so make sure you guys follow us on Facebook, right? Jump on our YouTube page. And then right below the social media pages is the follow me button. Guys, very important, guys. We're putting 3, 4, 5 new things every day on the blog. Whether it be discipline, right, emotions, talking about double tops and double bottoms and trend lines. Maybe it's a video on how to sign up for the free trial. Right, guys, you want to follow the blog. Now, if you can't follow this blog, and by following it, that means you're going to get all the new stuff whenever it gets sent out. You want to make sure you join the newsletter. If you can't follow the blog, make sure you guys join the newsletter. That way you know when everything is new. And guys, we're sending stuff out 3, 4, 5 times a day right now, and it's all fantastic and very important things. So you want to make sure you guys watch out for that. All right, that's the blog. So let's see how we did today. 2, 4, 6, 7 total trades. Now you'll notice, guys, obviously big winning day today, right? 250 ticks. It almost seems like if we didn't break, right, 270 ticks, it was almost like it wasn't even worth trading today. It felt like that type of day today. But we really kind of, at the end of the morning this morning, we really kind of looked back and said, wow, I hadn't realized we had made so much profit so far, because the beginning of the morning was real slow and sluggish, and we kind of got frustrating through the first moves of the day. But then we started seeing things really pile on once the 9:30 alarm went off. After the U.S. Open came and went at 9:30, then all of a sudden we started seeing the markets move again. So the pre-market was a little bit tough, a little bit frustrating. But guys, we saw the same thing all week this week. Okay, we really didn't get very much this week, and we probably won't for the rest of the summer before that 9:30 alarm goes off. All right, guys. Now, we love to trade the pre-market, but during the pre-market, during the summertime trading, we've really got to be careful, right, because of those slow starts of the day. So we took 250 ticks, guys, 7 total trades, 25.43. Okay, biggest trade of the day was on gold today, 83 ticks on gold for a 2-step pattern. That was a reversal in the 13 range. We'll talk about that in a second, guys. But as you can see now, we now have the biggest month of the year here in July. 22,000 and change for the month, and we're now just over 95,000 for the year of 2010. So 7 total trades. Now, what's the most important thing that happened today? Well, once again, right, if we're going to trade the pre-market, we have to be aware of our surroundings. It was another slow start to the day today. Now, we knew this morning could be tough because we had no news today. There was literally nothing as far as news happened today. So we expected a summertime Friday. We were expecting the worst. Now, very important, right? On the end of the week, during the summertime, we're going to have a slow start. It's going to be an early finish, so we're not going to see trades through 12 o'clock today. Okay, it's a Friday. More importantly, it's a summertime Friday. So be patient for our trades. Be aware that the beginning and the end of the day will be slow, and look for that sweet spot right in the middle. And usually here in the summertime months, it's going to show up from 9:30 till about 11. All right, guys, that's our spot. Now, when we first started trading this morning, 8 o'clock this morning, the scalps weren't working. We weren't going anywhere. We were just sitting there sideways. So we immediately said, let's move to our slower time frames, our 13, our 21 range charts, right? This would be like a 10 or a 15-minute chart. And then we look for larger, right, bigger, broader patterns. Now, guys, let's get started here first on the crude, because that was our first trade of the morning here. And I want to show you guys, first of all, what the market looked like, and then we'll tell you guys how we use this now to make educated decisions. Now, I think first of all here we can see once again we have the same thing we saw yesterday. Right, wedge patterns. All right, now yesterday, right, we bought the lows down bottom here, and we sold all the way up top here. Okay, so we made a bunch of money yesterday buying the lows. Well, guys, now here we are up top, and what I'm going to look to do now is I'm going to look to now sell these highs. right? So we bought the lows before. Now we're back up top here at this right overhead resistance level here. And you can see we have the wedge pattern, right? The trend line coming from the top, trend line from the bottom. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to sell this market, right? We're looking to be sellers. Okay, so we knew right away we were looking to be short on the crude today. That was something we saw right off the bat. However, follow me down here, lower right-hand corner, and what do we see? We see slow, red, right, decreasing speed of the tape. Now, guys, here at 8 o'clock in the morning, again, this is confirming what we were already concerned about. We were concerned that the beginning and the end of the morning would be low volume. This confirmed that. So we saw right away here, we knew, first of all, we had to wait for some better speed, but we want to be sellers, right? We knew we wanted to be sellers. And look closely here, guys. What's that price level here? That's at 78.92, so right below 79. All right? I'm going to look to sell crude here now below 79. Let's see how we did. Now, of course, now fast forward about half an hour, right now towards 8:30, and we see, of course, our first pattern of the day. Now, this is on a 21 range chart, and we took two trades back to back. They were both winners, but they were a little bit frustrating this morning. Now, the first trade here, okay, came at 8:30, okay, just about half an hour after we opened up our charts. 78.67 was the fill here, and you can see what's happening here, guys, is we had this big run up, right, on crude from yesterday. Remember, we bought the lows, we made all that money yesterday. Okay, so now here we are at the high of day here, and we're now going to look for a break to the downside. So we're looking to be a seller here. There's my swing low. I'm going to break below that swing low for my first trade of the morning. Okay, 78.67. Now remember, guys, we were going to be below what? 79. Remember that? 79 was my number. We said that before. I want to short the crude below 79. So I was looking for a trade here below 79. I got my entry at 67s. Now what happened here, guys, was that we had a real quick first target here, right, at 45s. But when I got into this trade, we realized there was another level of support on my 34 range that I had missed. So what I wanted to do was I sat for a second. We were about 5 to 7 ticks of profit. And I said, all right. We weren't seeing very good speed at this point. We didn't have the big follow through. We were sitting here sideways right here. Right? Sitting here. I'm sorry. It was up top a little bit higher. We were sitting sideways here. Right there. Okay, you see that doji right there? It's actually a hammer pattern. Okay, but that candlestick got us into the trade, right? Pushed us down and then whipped right back up. So by the time we noticed that something really wasn't, working out as planned, we were up 5 ticks. So I flattened my trade at 5 ticks times 4 contracts, 20 ticks. Okay, so of course times 20, that's gonna be 200 USD. Okay, so we grabbed 20 ticks, okay, on the first trade. And guys, this is a good example here of seeing that trend line and realizing, okay, I made a mistake. I'm in a little bit too early right now, but I want to sit back, relax, right? Deep breath. What is the market telling me? Now, at this point, the market said, you better get out of this trade. You're in way too early. So we flattened our trade at +5, and that's where we got our 20 ticks. Okay, now, once we took that 20 ticks out of the market the first time, then we had to wait another half an hour here. We broke below the swing low for the first one. Now this time around, we knew a lot better this time. This time we marked our swing low, and this time we waited for a lower low, right? This was the one that made us the money. So this time now, below 52s here, again, half an hour later, right, we're going to break another low. Now this time you can see we're breaking below this trend line here, so we expected to see price tumble. We took our first target here at 45, like we'd always planned on. Okay, so 52 to 45, that's +7. We took 2 off at 7. Move my stop down to entry -1, and you can see that's when we get this just choppy sideways range here. All we got was the first target. All right, guys, so on our first trade of the day, we grabbed 20 ticks.